Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays the Binding of Isaac Afterbirth Plus, where we are not going to get an Azazel run. I don't know many things in this world, but I know we're not going to get another random Azazel run. I'll tell you that. Okay, now we don't have an Azazel run. We can stop taking on airs here. NZ18, P2XG. XG, it's quite obvious what that stands for. X gonna give it to you. First he's gonna drop, and then he's gonna what? And then I don't remember most of the rest of it. Please tell me you accidentally blow yourself up. Okay, sweet. Thanks for this. This is a great first room to experience. On the bright side, in one of the chests, we almost accidentally killed the enemy that's gonna take us 20 years to get around here. Okay. He's inside of the wall, so he can't be hit. We're gonna spend like our first 2 minutes doing this. Hey, take this guy out of the game. At least take champion that guy out of the game, because we're getting to the point that this is a real nasty first room. I don't mind coming across those guys, you know, after floor 1, but on floor 1, that's like pretty ridiculous bad stroke of luck. But I want to avoid falling into that habit of being like, I've played so much of this game, anything that's mildly difficult and takes me out of my comfort zone, I hate it. Remember what it was like when we first started playing Isaac? We had no idea what did what. We were all so young back then. We were so young that that song, We Are Young, by that band Fun, was young. Now it's a classic. People tweet me, stop talking about that song. It reminds me of when I was in 2nd grade. Yo, that's not, you know, slow down, you're moving too fast here. That song is an American Eagle classic. I don't understand clothing stores and music. I don't understand music in general. Okay, that's obviously a ridiculous statement. Give me a moment here to kill these guys. I don't want to talk about it because I don't like going to restaurants and there's just music playing over like a speaker system. I don't understand it. I think we've been cultivated to believe that it presents like a more pleasant environment. If you go to like a really classy place and there's someone like, you know, playing a piano or something, I like that, you know, especially, you know, around Christmas time. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. You're like, this is a nice atmosphere. I feel like I'm in like a Harold Ramis movie or something like that. We definitely want to do it like this. And we definitely want to take that as well. We're kind of in a tight spot here, but for the most part, I don't really like going to a restaurant and there being music playing, because there's only 2 options. It's the right volume, but there's still music, or it's too loud and we have to yell at the restaurant, and that happens to a degree that I find annoying. Maybe I'm just 100 years old, but there's a particular chain of restaurants in Vancouver that shall remain nameless that are the absolute, can I say the F word on here? They're the freaking worst for this, and it always annoys me. I guess I'm just gonna die then. It's been fun, guys. This is not 100% the game's fault if we go down here, because we could have lived if we just didn't go to the cursed room, or if the cursed room had any HP in it, or if we found a tinted rock on the floor. We're at the mercy of these dips, dude. Keep yourself free of dips. We live in this household, we're free of dips. He's done it. Stay back, stay back. They got low HP. We got a chance. We got a chance. He's done it. He got HP. We're back in the saddle again. That sucked though. Like that sucked like a lot. Anyway, we're down to the next floor and still alive. Not saying we shouldn't have done better on that floor. That boss fight, you know, that can be rough. But that floor we could have done a lot better on. I'll give you that. There's no rest for the freaking wicked here. Every single room is another fresh nightmare from the depths of Edmund MacDonald's mind. You know, Edward MacDonald, the creator of The Binding of Alfred. Which you're playing right now. It's the game we're playing right now, you ding-dong. I don't know what this character is. Calls people ding-dongs and hates music. That's not true. I like music. I just don't understand how it became like 100% sensible and common for music to be played in a restaurant. In a bar, I sort of understand. You're trying to cultivate an atmosphere. And you know, 90% of human interaction is nonverbal or something like that. Anyway, the point is... Oh, he's done it. I kind of like Lemon Mishap, too, but we'll probably just stick with the extra chance for money here via our combination Petrified Poop and Regular Poop. There is a Tinted Rock in that room. I find myself eagerly anticipating eventually maybe getting a single bomb and taking advantage of that. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. He has done it. Okay. Thankfully. And we're actually probably going to get to 15 cents as well, so just handle it like this. We got a bomb out of it again anyway. 15 cents is even more of a likelihood now. I keep trying to go back to that, the bit. You know, is there anything more to say about music in restaurants? I don't think so. I think it's played out. So I'm going to play myself out here. You think we can go to that curse room for free? That would be like vindication for the last curse room being garbage. And I don't really want to pay to go to the curse room. Excuse me? We got tagged? I'm a little upset, I'm not gonna lie. I think we go like this. The reasoning is actually fairly simple in my world. Wow, that can't be the secret room. Disregard. You know what? I'm gonna be an idiot. Let's try it. Okay, so here's how you do this. First off, you definitely don't get hit, because now getting hit has actually ruined my plan. What I was going to do is take Guppy's head, and then we'd have half a Spirit Heart, then we take the Pact, we go up to 2 Spirit Hearts. Now we cannot do that. What we can do is take the Pact, lose a Spirit Heart, and then go down to 1.5 Spirit Hearts. But I am not a happy camper as a result of my own idiocy, and I will let a stream of expletives into the air later, because Guppy's head is better than Petrified Poop. I don't know if I'm being controversial by saying that. I know people always go, NL's such an edgy YouTuber, not afraid to make enemies, doesn't toe the line. He says to the line, hey line, go F yourself, I prefer curves. And then, you know, Hell's Bells plays in the background. Hell's Bells! My favorite kind of comedian. Comedian who's not afraid to say what's on his mind. Hey, is anybody else an awful person? Okay, anyway. Oh, you've done it again. You've taken away my ability to get Guppy's head. I'm a little rusty for whatever reason right now. We've taken damage we shouldn't be taking, and our DPS and other, you know, relevant clusters of stats here are strong enough that we really shouldn't be putting ourselves in this position, but apparently I've done nothing to dissuade the game from the notion that that's gonna happen here. So sadly, we will still not be able to take Guppy's head. But, I mean, we got Deal with the Devil Precedent. We should have shot the fires, and then we shot them all after that. That's fine. We still have Deal with the Devil Precedent, and we still got a decent setup. It's not like we screwed the entire run up. Small Rock would be okay here. I don't know if that's okay, but I went for it regardless, and I guess in the end it did give us a key back. The only way we win here is if we, use this to also get out of a situation in which we'd like to teleport out, but anyway. I just think in general, here's what gets me. Because I think everybody, not everybody is going to agree with no music in a restaurant, but I think some people will and some people won't. But everybody agrees that if you listen to music on like a subway or a train or a bus loudly through like your phone speaker, that's not okay. But I kind of think that they're the same thing, except one is that there's this guy, you know, if he's just a random stranger playing the music, you go, well, what does he know? I don't like his musical taste. And then the other one is, oh, but this is the restaurant manager. He's the arbiter of the music, and he gets to choose. You know, it's a lot of, it's acting like you belong. That's given this restaurant manager the ability to be a tastemaker instead of just a taste server. I guess managers aren't really servers, but you get the idea. I don't know anything about the restaurant industry. Is Arby's a restaurant? What do we have in here? Car battery. I'll take. I wonder, I gotta try something. I think if we're moving quickly, maybe we could place 2 poops at once. Doesn't seem like it. Oh well. Car battery is not worth anything for us, but man, imagine if we had Guppy's head. What Imagine how amazing that would be. If I ever get 2 pennies out of one of these, I will, not a nickel, 2 pennies. Then I'll start to think that maybe car battery was worth it in the end, but for now I'm not in that position. So this is kind of a tough call, I'd say. You look at this and you go, you know, which one do you want to keep? And the answer is you want to keep both, but obviously we can't actually do that, so gotta be a little careful. I just don't, I feel like there are places in which music's acceptable to be played, and there's places in which it's not. And restaurants are a place where it is acceptable to play music, but I wish that it weren't. You know, I'm not saying we should seize the means of production, boycott restaurants until they take their music off. I'm just saying, for whatever reason I don't understand. Put music on in the dentist's office. Right now, my dentist does not have music on. He has a TV in his ceiling, but it always plays, and I don't want to tell him this, because again, I'm mostly concerned that he's paying attention to doing the whole tooth thing, right? But it always plays like the same footage of American national parks, and it's beautiful, you know? I don't know why American national parks. I imagine there was like a dental magazine that was like, hey, if you buy, you know, 3 of these DVDs, we'll throw one in for free. And he's like, I can use that for 25 years worth of patient entertainment. So I've been watching those while I, you know, have routine checkups, and it's fine. It's relatively relaxing, but I wish you would get like some, you know, put some Seinfeld up there or something with the subtitles on. I guess he doesn't want you to laugh so hard that you know, your own teeth come out of your nose, which is what that show does to you, but I'm not insulting Seinfeld. I like Seinfeld. I'm having a laugh at its expense for whatever reason. All the bandages. So we don't care at all about an arcade. So I guess we should try for a for something from our shop here. Although I think there's a spirit heart and nothing else. Oh, we had a reroll machine though. Whatever. You know, I'll tell you what. Grab one of these. The Chariot. Now that's what I'm talking about. We can actually use that to make a good arcade business happen here. Hopefully. Maybe we can get like an Eternal Heart right here. It's much better than an Eternal Heart. We can't fight the angel statue. I don't think that angel statue gives you a key piece anyway, though, now that I think about it. But I think what my dentist does not understand, this is like a caricature of the NLSS episode right now. Or of an Isaac episode, I should say. Here's my impression of me ordering an ice cream cone at the beach. But no, now, I think what he wants is that you're going to look at the national parks of the United States and you're going to be like, wow, Yellowstone National Park. It's beautiful. I always have to tell myself not to say Jellystone National Park. Oh god, we have marked. Jellystone National marked. But instead, what I find myself doing is looking at the TV and being like, who installed this ceiling TV? Because the tiles they look like they're made of like, you know, corrugated cardboard up there. So I worry that this TV is gonna fall on me while I'm having dental work done. And it's only out of respect for you that I don't make an, you know, Eric Pride's reference to fall on me, fall on me. But anyway, and then, worse, even if it doesn't fall on me, it could just startle the dentist, and then who knows, you know, 1 second he's drilling a tooth, the next one, you know, you can check out at any time, but you can never leave, if you know what I mean. Hotel California starts playing. You get the idea. So, I hate that we have marked. Mostly because it sucks and it's bad. And we also, I mean, we got some HP out of it. And we got stats. I don't know where the stats came from, like Libra plus something that already had given us disproportionate stats in a different area, I guess. But it's going to make it harder to get more damage in the future because of Libra. And we don't have an orbital anymore. The Ball of Bandages is kind of like a nice insulator to have when you have Libra, so that you'll always be able to run into an enemy and hit him. Marked is a tiers upgrade, so there's a benefit there. But there's also a lot of negatives because it sucks and I hate it, so... And if you're like, well, that's not a very well-reasoned approach to discourse, Northernlion. Yo, I have like 4,000 hours in this franchise, okay? I've given not every item, but almost every item under the sun a fair shake. At this point, I have earned the right to say this item sucks and I hate it, and have that be, if not an opinion you agree with, at least an opinion with some evidence of validity behind it. I think, at least. You may disagree, and again, that's your right as well if you've watched me play this for 4,000 freaking hours. We've got a mutual arrangement here. It's like a Stockholm Syndrome where the kidnapper gets kidnapped by the kidnapper. By the kidnappee, that's what I meant to say. But either way, it's like the opposite of set it and forget it. It's like set it and constantly check on it. It's like having a child that is an Isaac item. First 18 years of having marked, you gotta be like, hey, don't eat poison. And then eventually it's like, thanks for helping me not eat poison, now I'm gonna move out. Well, moving out in today's day and age. And now if that's moving up, then I'm moving out. Billy Ol. One of my favorite Swedish artists. I hate these big rooms with marked as well. It's just like 10 times more annoying. Have to get that sword. Okay, okay. Blood rights. The main reason I want blood rights is, or the main reason I want a spacebar item is so it works with dim bulb. This item does not work with dim bulb. In fact, it doesn't work as Blue Baby really at all either. So it's basically a waste of its own existence here. Even after we get hit, we can still hurt ourselves in that period of invulnerability with blood rights. So it's like really not that good. But I still hold out hope that a couple of things could happen. Jeez, I hate this room. It's such a negative episode so far, but only because we've re-rolled into this weird garbage fire, where our stats are actually okay, but the stuff going on in the other aspects of the run is not necessarily guaranteed to come to fruition for us here, and we're still Blue Baby. We haven't found a solution to our Spirit Heart problem yet, but we got time. We got a little time. Raw Mega's not that bad. Would be nice to hit him when he's vulnerable. I know now it's Rag Mega, but Raw Mega's still a great name. For absolutely no reason whatsoever. So I need, like, a deal with the devil here. 67% chance. We still got enough Spirit Hearts to take it. Possibly. Okay, we didn't get it, but we did get actually, like, a really, really good all-stats upgrade that makes me feel very weird about the fact that our shot speed is so high. We got, like, a freaking howitzer. We're like Randy Johnson here. What happens if we never... Okay, good one. What happens if we never move or never shoot once we enter a room? Like we never move, and thus marked stays in the same place. Do we get to keep camo underpants on the whole time? Like enemies will never know where we are. We turn into our own little turret. I gotta give it a shot. This could make me believe in this awful, awful synergy here. By the way, running into enemies, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's not going to be one of the tips we're going to need to succeed on this run. And we do need to play intelligently because things are getting quite dangerous for us here. 2.5 Spirit Hearts. We had like 6 2 rooms ago, so I mean, obviously the downside is that you can never move marked. They also seem to, like, still be shooting at me 100%, so they're also still jumping towards me. So I think that it just doesn't work at all. Yeah. I think you might just want to aim at them and shoot. Because this is a disaster. Emperor card. I actually think we shouldn't use it right now, but it's not like Two of Hearts is doing anything for us. We want to use this to, like, teleport out of a room we hate and also get to the boss immediately. So the world is useful. Oh, there's another dice room. I'm actually, like, pinning my hopes and dreams on this dice room. I think there's a decent chance we could still live and survive and have a good, fun time on this run, even without a reroll. But it's going to require some stats. And I'm skeptical that the stats will show up in the right areas in time for us to succeed. But I could be wrong. Strength. I don't know what I was thinking with that strength card. I guess I was just like, let's just see how it affects us with Libra. And it was good, but obviously now it's gone. It's gonna be an episode where we focus a little bit more on the Isaac commentary in all likelihood. Because we are running into trouble. It was the original title of Motley Crue's Running with the Devil. Van Halen? I always get the Motley and the Van Halen confused. Occasionally people go, you know, that's ridiculous, you got the wrong band. But let's be honest. They're kind of the same band. They're both named after the guitarist. Obviously, Eddie Van Halen for Van Halen, and I think he's the singer, actually. I don't know. They both kickstart hearts, I know that. They both smoke in the boys' room, and everybody knows that smoking ain't allowed in school. Motley Crue is named after John Motley, of course, the drummer. Which one had Dave Navarro in it? Now I'm just making people mad for no reason. So one thing we could do with Marked is babysit it absurdly and constantly keep it so close to us that we can pivot in any direction at like a moment's notice. I think that might actually be our best approach as we get through this. Sure, I'll take Kidney Stone. Let's get weird with it. Sure, it's an all stats downgrade. Why wouldn't I take Kidney Stone? What a great choice, especially with a full floor of item room rerolls. That seemed like a pretty silly choice in hindsight. Luck up is nice, though. I mean, we have 8 luck. So if we can just make it... Oh, we have no bombs, I see. If we can just make it to the chest, we should start to pick up, inevitably, hopefully, enough items to have a good shot at redemption, right? But it's a long way to go to get to the chest. We're not even close to making boss rush. Like, that's implausible. Well, it's not possible, short of getting Mama Mega. So we probably... I stand by not rerolling Steam Sale. I think Steam Sale is still fine, roughly at least. But we should have rerolled Kidney Stone, which is just not good. Well, I mean, very temporarily, we get a nice all-stats bonus when we fire. Maybe that's worth it, but... I'm a little skeptical. Kidney Stone, I want to like it, but it just keeps making no sense to take it. Like, every time I get it, there's like another reason not to take it. Oh, it's a speed downgrade. If you have Libra, it's an all-stats downgrade. And it makes you stop firing when you have Marked. You still have to manually notice you're not firing and then look at... Oh, you also can't move Marked while you have it. Dude, this is like... Stop drilling, you've hit failure. Okay, so we're gonna get... an orbital. This is good. Effectively, we've re-rolled our first cube of meat into something else. So getting a second cube of meat is actually nice. We get all the value we could have expected out of a first level cube of meat with none of the negatives of the second half, which is mostly just that it's slightly less efficient. Alright, the damage was nice. We can take a deal. Oh my god. I can't take a deal. It's way too risky. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think we should save our Emperor card. Wait, what? Depths 1? Depths 2. Okay. I was gonna say, that would be a pretty nasty situation. Okay, blow this up. Range up isn't all stats up. Minor one, but still. Where is... Oh, there it is. It's a bit of a tough call because Dim Bulb. Oh, never mind. It's the easiest call in the world. We want to stick with Dim Bulb. Okay, so we got our first reroll going here. What is this? I am the happiest camper in the world. Our stats. He's done it. Our stats are really bad. Like really, really bad. But the run looks cool. So we're gonna roll with it for a while here. Perks, okay. Like our synergies are cool. We have like, we have Lusty Blood, I think. And some of our stats are being accounted for by dim bulb, which is really not where you want to be. Like, you don't want to be beholden to a trinket for that much of your damage. Unless, I guess, there's no other choice, which is where we're at right now. But yeah, we go down to 2.39 damage. With a 10 rate of fire, like, that doesn't seem like it should even be plausible. So this is going to get rerolled. Just because it's fun, but it's not strong. Unless we get, like, a huge stat increase somehow. Unlikely to stick with this one. But it's not horrible. I think you could make a winning run out of this, but you would be annoyed. Certainly, if we're going to try to roll this one, I'd like to have more HP to do so. This one's starting to look great. Rate of fire's not good. It's like chocolate milk 2020, not my favorite combination. I prefer, you know, chocolate milk and like an Oreo cookie or something like that. That's a joke, I don't drink milk, but I'm not going to go off on that tangent. It's a lot like restaurant music. We only drink milk because we think it's good for us. I think it's the way that it should be. Well, you might drink it because you like the taste, and who am I to say no to that, right? I'd rather donate and, yeah, I was going to say, get some extra luck than worry about the battery right now, which is not going to do anything for us anyway. What is our respawn? I'm losing it. I don't see a respawn. Oh, no, I do see one. The little coil over there, I thought it was bird poop, but instead it's Lazarus rags. So we don't want to use Laz rags. Good donations. We also got 2 luck, I think, out of our plays there, so I'm happy with that. Our speed is bad. That's the real problem right now. I don't care about anything else. We got 8 luck. That's fine. Enemies are dying because we got 5.55 damage. It's not that bad. Actually, it is that bad because we had like 7 something when dim bulb was at its most active, so... But dim bulb is never a negative. All it does is, like, it masks our bad base damage for a while, so it seems like a negative when it comes down, but you realize it's only artificial. You should never have gotten it in the first place. You know, you shouldn't have gotten accustomed to your high damage. It was only the unique conditions of the period that allowed you to enjoy the benefits of having that high damage that you didn't deserve. It's very much like a subprime mortgage in that regard. Nah, I don't think we want that, because we're probably going to reroll this one. It's okay, but 2020, chocolate milk, it's like... I mean, as you can tell, the damage is good, but... This is more like it. Throwing out green and black bones left, right, and center here with 12.3 damage on each one. Some of them are razor blades. And the compound fractures obviously break apart into smaller bones that continue to orbit us. I'm very pro this. We also have Eve's Mascara, and yet our damage... Or sorry, our rate of fire is not that bad. I also see that we have varicose veins. I'm 100% in for this. We Emperor. And this gives us a chance to possibly fight Hush at some point. Do you see that bone that was shooting bones out of it? This is a cool run. Of course, our damage has gotten way down now that I look at it, because we actually didn't have 12 damage. That was only because we had dim bulb working for us. We got the same freaking situation. It's still pretty cool, but little underpowered. And we still have a respawn in here somewhere. I want to fly. You know what? If we're low on HP, let's take it, dude. Why would we do that? That was a little dangerous. Our rate of fire is so bad. Why did it... It was 14 on the boss fight. Now it's 17, and it feels like it's twice as slow. Stop. I think we hit him once. There we go. Spun. Now that's good damage. Not really, actually, but all of our stats are pretty good. Plus, we got our HP back. We have conjoined, I think, though. I don't know, man. Listen, anytime a run gets a D4, we enter into this weird, like, you know, fugue state. I've been overusing that phrase lately, but I think you sort of get the idea, you know. I always go, maybe we'll stick with this one, and then I don't stick with that one. I move it around up to sundown. I see where the bad guys are to be found, and I make them lay down. But not out of violence, out of love. Right, we can't fly, even though we just took empty vessel. It's the price you pay to be some big shot like I am. You guys remember that Chris Rock song? No, sorry, Kid Rock song. The Chris Rock song is There's No Sex in the Champagne Room. It's been a while. There's a song by Kid Rock. It's called All Summer Long. It was probably the most popular song in my first summer of university. 2007. There's a song where there's a line in that song that I always take issue with. I'm trying to think of what it is. He rhymes the same word with the same word, and it's like nobody raked him over the coals for that. Everybody's given Kanye nonsense for you know, keep it 300 like the Romans, but nobody is getting on Kid Rock's case. So let me think about this here. Oh, that's it. And we were trying different things, and we were smoking funny things, and you're like, he said things twice. Nobody got on his case. You know how many words rhyme with ings? It's literally like 30% of the English language ends in ing. Direct. Save your money. You're gonna try to tell me this dude couldn't think of another word that rhymes with ings. And I know you're saying you do it if you're the master. Everyone waits with bated breath. We were trying different things. We were eating chicken wings. And that sounds like pretty stupid, I'll admit. But keep in mind, the whole song is about like a carefree summer. It totally works. People might be like, that's silly. Why is he talking about eating chicken wings? But at least it doesn't rhyme with the same word twice in a row. In fact, make the whole song about chickens. Eating buffalo chicken wings all summer long. I can't get a lyric out of my head now that goes ranch dressing, dad's blessing. I don't know what that's. Red sky at night, sailor's delight, you know? Ranch dressing in the morning, dad's blessing. Shmore morning. So this run, I mean, it's taken its toll on me. It's said goodbye too many times before, but I don't think I necessarily want to stick with it, although now I definitely would like to stick with it because it's like really good. We're gonna go fight Hush though. Maybe picked up a second Steam sale in the whole scheme of things there. I don't know, in the whole scheme of things. I think we've got to give it a shot at least. Yeah, this is the good stuff. Okay, how do you do this? You take Dark Judas. And then you gotta hurt yourself a bunch, somehow. Well, that'll do it. Then... No, we've been to too many rooms to go back and get Abaddon. Oh, no. Now I've done it. That's a whoopsie. So the intention there, in case it wasn't clear, was... I was going... You definitely want this. I was going to murder myself with bombs to get teleported back into the Devil Room. And then we were going to be able to get Abaddon and have 6 HP with a bunch of extra damage. Instead... Okay. Instead, what we did was possibly contribute to us losing the whole run. I do want the compass, just in case we live here. We have money equals power. So actually what we should do is go hard on money equals power. We can still respawn as Dark Judas, so that's what I want to keep in mind here. Screw it, we can still do this. We've got Maw of the Void. Don't even sweat it. I mean, sweat it a little bit, because it was an idiotic decision on my part for this to have ever happened, but... No shielded tears, I was checking. Rest assured. It sucks because the plan was actually great, and it would have doubled our damage while also giving us Abaddon, which would have left our HP roughly the same, but again, giving us more damage. And Fear Shot, not that that matters, but... instead, what we did is basically, inadvertently, contribute to possibly losing the run. What we need this guy to do is summon a bunch of cheap enemies that we can just, like, go wild on. We did not get hurt by that. A bomb went off right next to us. Do we have Holy Mantle? It's definitely, like, you're gonna say that's one of the dumbest things you've ever done in this game. I'll be straight up with you. Oh, it was this thing, I see. It's actually not even in, like, the top, probably 200. It was pretty stupid, but, I mean, not sure if you've noticed, but we've created, like, quadruple the HP we had before, basically by doing nothing at all, so I think we're still completely okay. Apparently we can't create any more. But even still, you know, the Maw of the Void pickup was definitely the right decision. I don't know if we're immune to bombs or we actually have Holy Mantle or what's going on there. So if we're gonna reroll this run, and I have a temptation to do so, I'll admit it to you, in no uncertain terms. If we're going to reroll this run, we probably want to become Dark Judas first. So we'll think about that as we progress onwards here. We usually reroll into HP, so it'll just be nice to have every run get some extra damage. So we definitely have Holy Mantle. That's how we got that HP there. So you know what? Leave that HP there. This way, if we want to become Dark Judas, we can at least get 1 extra HP out of it before we reroll. This Hush fight ended up being, like, actually really, really easy. Not done yet, but, like, let's be honest. Pretty much done. What have we done? We accidentally inverted his nipple. Alright, just keep it going. Just keep it going. You're never gonna hit me with that. Why? I don't know. I don't make the rules. 3 pretty flies are helping out a lot, I assume is part of the deal here. You've opted out of your own existence, buddy. You're just firing continuum shots all day long. You were eating different things. You were making chicken wings. Singing your favorite Cisco song that starts with the thong. Does it really work at all, DC? So we blow ourselves up, and we blow ourselves up, and then we blow ourselves up. And then we wait until our invincibility goes, we blow ourselves up. We walk out of the room, blow ourselves up. Blow ourselves up again. We use like 12 bombs to hurt ourselves 3 times. It's not a great play on my part, but hey, our damage is better. What do we got in here again? Glass cannon, that's right, I remember that. What a funny experience that was. I can't believe we made it work. I can sort of believe we made it work. Alright, on the cathedral. Reroll the run. Now we have conjoined? Oh, I guess last time we didn't have conjoined. We just had, dunce cap. I don't know what happened on that room, if I'm being honest with you. Do we have Nod Leaf? No, we just... we don't have Nod Leaf, we just... a little weird looking. That's okay. Appreciate the spirit hearts either way. We must have some kind of like fruitcake or $3 bill. Because our tier effects are changing room to room. Let's be honest, we're going to reroll the whole run anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. Oh, I freaking... boss fight's over there. It could be this way. I don't think it is, but it could be this way. 52 damage with Cricket's body. This is the dream. Even though we have Isaac's heart, this is the dream. This is the run you write home about. It's just all bombs. Wow, the damage gets so much worse so quickly with Dim Bulb. It's like only briefly acceptable, but it's still really good. We didn't need 50 damage to make this run work. Yeah, I don't want to reroll this one. This is the one you write home about. Well, we've had a nice little suite of production on these runs lately, you know? We've managed to succeed on some runs that seemed unsuccessful. Like, our first floor on this run, I mean, we're not done with this one yet, but our first floor on this one was a nightmare, and yet we made it work. And our role that we've kind of grandfathered ourselves into here is fantastic. All we gotta do is hold steady. We could afford to change trinkets. Not that this one hurts us, but we could afford to change to something that actually helps us at this point. Oh, he's frozen. Don't forget Tierra. I often forget Tierra. We're gonna not forget Tierra. Might have Tarot Cloth. Do not have Tarot Cloth. Please double our damage. No, 0.89. That's not even close to a doubling. Sinus infection. I don't know. Kind of, usually this happens. It's the phenomenon of just getting like almost exclusively junk items on the chest after you've been using the D4 like crazy. We definitely have Strange Attractor. It's leading to me taking some damage I'm not super proud of. But the thing with the D4 is that it's also a get out of jail free card. So if we have to reroll, we can probably do so and get ourselves back to a level of HP that's appropriate. We also have Isaac's heart, so I'm kind of putting myself in a tough spot there. Bomber Boy, always a little bit dicey. Ooh. Okay. Robo Baby, pretty much terrible. I think I'm going to reroll. I know I said I wouldn't reroll, and this is very, very strong. I like it a lot. But, you know, variety's the spice of life. That and, you know, I mean, let's be honest, salt and pepper, really. Okay, how's this one? It seems pretty not great, but looks can be deceptive, as Brad Pitt said in Burn After Reading. Throw one more reroll in here just for good luck. And look at that, we get the classic final reroll item, Eden's Blessing. So that on our next run, we're going to be in, like, the greatest position you could ever imagine. I would do the Void on this one. We got the HP, we got the get out of jail free, we got the base underlying stats. Oh, I shouldn't have said it, because now I'm committed. Dang it. You notice Dark Judas looked like Potion Seller for a second there when he went into the portal? You can't handle my strongest rerolls, etc., etc. So now we should stick with the run that works. And I'm not too upset about losing the last one, because although it possibly would have worked, we were taking a lot of damage. It was kind of an uncontrollable, like, Incredible Hulk sort of situation. You notice we got like a little Christmas thing going on here with all of our blood and bile. I'm dreaming of a gross Christmas. Try a reroll. All stats went up except Tears, which went down. But I do like Bloody Lust on a floor this long. I don't think this is a great floor for Mama Mega. I don't think we're guppy, but we're making a lot of flies. We must have, oh, we do have the mulligan. You can see it right there. Now we can also see where all the enemies are. We must have a compass or something. There's still a living spider somewhere? Varus? What did we blow up if you took no damage? I have to know. The Bible doesn't even give us Bookworm. What a waste. It's an embarrassment. Your mother is very upset right now. I don't know if we lose the Bloody Lust damage if we reroll, but You know, I'm content to continue kind of going for it here. Because, you know, when you get to D4, as long as you're not in danger of breakfasting yourself, I think you're good. And, I mean, we have not had the D4 long enough to worry about breakfasting ourselves. I know because we did an Isaac run on the NLSS like 3 days ago. I had the D100. It took me a few floors to breakfast myself. Oh, we good. Yera the nonsense. I was hoping it'd be a Bracano rune and give us almost no appreciable benefit. So I think the secret is you go into the boss fight, see what you get. If you get a boss you don't like, you can reroll midway through the boss fight, and maybe your life's going to be easier as a result. That's my diagnosis for a successful run here. I don't think we've been hit since we've had this run. We should really like take a cue. Maybe some of the other letters in the alphabet as well. Okay, I have greed. I'm hoping to fight Delirium quickly, and that's exactly how she goes, bud. Devil, Hanged Man, we could pop it, but... Oh, he gets frozen. Yeah, we got this easily, I think. But if you really want to go Nightmare mode and possibly ruin the streak, you reroll midway through. Am I going to do that? Yeah. Allora. Let's go. We got, like, all stats up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? That's pretty cool. Still doing decent damage. Kind of hard to aim. Apparently it's getting the job done, though. That was 6, unless they threw an explosion at me. So I think we just won, because we're the world's greatest player of the Binding of Isaac. It was a fun run, no doubt. Very scary in the opening, but at the end we became Dark Judas. This is the run that should have been the Azazel run. But for now, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you did, click the like button. It helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.